Today's storyline is a roller coaster. We're diving into a thrilling mix of science, relationships, and gripping action. Stick around for unexpected turns, battles against the unknown, and a dose of interstellar drama that'll keep you at the edge of your seat. Buckle up, because this one's an epic ride you won't want to miss. The movie is set in 2006, when NASA's astrophysicists make an astounding discovery, a celestial body resembling Earth in remarkable ways called Planet G. Eager to establish contact with its potential inhabitants, the brilliant minds at NASA devise a pioneering plan. Operating from a facility stationed in Hawaii, they intend to dispatch an interstellar signal to bridge the cosmic divide and initiate communication with the potential residents of Planet G, while history is being made. Two brothers, Stone and Alex Hopper, are drinking at a bar to celebrate Alex's birthday when a young woman walks in. Alex is instantly drawn to her. Blowing out the candle, Alex makes his birthday wish, and that wish is that young woman, not waiting any longer. He walks up to her and clumsily tries to strike up a conversation. He finds she wants a chicken burrito, but the bar has closed its food service. To impress her, he rushes to the nearest supermarket, but it closes right as he arrives. Thirsty as hell, he breaks into the supermarket by wrecking the roof, and in his haste to leave, he causes even more damage. Meanwhile, at the bar, Stone and the woman hear police sirens and go outside to see a shocking sight of Alex being chased by a bunch of policemen. The police hit him with taser guns, but he stubbornly crawls forward towards the young woman, handing her a chicken burrito with a proud face and promptly passing out. Stone has had it with his brother's foolishness, as the young woman turns out to be Sam, the daughter of Shane, an American Navy admiral. Taking matters into his own hands, Stone takes charge and firmly decides that Alex will be joining him in the Navy. The scene then fast forwards to Alex is now in a steady relationship with Sam, who is now a physical therapist. He is also a lieutenant in the US Navy, but he remains undisciplined as he was before. Despite his acknowledgement of his skills, his unruly habits have created a strained relationship with Admiral Shane, who harbors a less than favorable opinion of him. Due to this strained dynamic, Alex cannot muster up the courage to ask Shane for permission to marry his daughter. At the same time, the US Navy, along with the navies of many other countries, are currently in the middle of the naval war games, which Alex wants to win instead of taking it as a learning opportunity. While he is encouraging his subordinates to win, he is called to Stone's office, where Stone reveals devastating news. Alex is to be kicked out of the Navy after the naval war games have concluded because of his unruly behavior. At the same time, we are taken back to the station in Hawaii, where the research on Planet G continues. On an eventful day, the scientists discover 5 unidentified objects rushing towards Earth at great speed. Panic arises when even NASA is at a loss, and none of the scientists know what to do except brace themselves for the impact. There is not much time to issue a warning to the people before 4 of the unidentified objects plunge into the Pacific Ocean. The 5th object, however, breaks off and crashes in the middle of Hong Kong, causing a massive disaster upon impact. As the whole world falls into confusion and chaos, the US government conducts an emergency meeting. In the meeting, a representative of NASA revealed that the Chinese government had already sampled the crashed object, which looked like a communication device. They also discovered that it is made up of elements completely new to the Earth. Some of the foreign objects have fallen near the Navy ships. The Navy personnel can see the tip of a massive unknown object emerging from the ocean. But what's strange is that the radar doesn't seem to detect anything. To investigate, Alex gets on a small boat with 2 other soldiers and drives to the object. It is a towering structure, and unlike anything they have ever seen before. Alex jumps off the boat and walks closer and closer. The other soldiers think it's a bad idea to get so close. This is exactly why Alex, being Alex, moves to touch the tower-like object. As soon as his hand touches the surface, an unknown force pushes against his body, and he is thrown backward into the ocean. The object suddenly begins to project 2 large beams of light into the sky, which then slowly forms a transparent shield, enclosing itself and all the Navy ships inside a large dome. The shield neither lets anything pass through nor lets them make any contact with the outside world. Finally, massive alien ships burst through to the surface. Unsure of how to handle the situation, the Navy decides to fire a warning shot at the alien ship. But this decision backfires when it triggers an all-out war between them. The alien ship, provoked by the warning shot, aims its missiles at the Navy ships and starts shooting. The Navy is quick to take action and fires their weapons to counter the attack, but they are unable to dodge all the missiles. A single alien missile proves to have a devastating impact, as it can destroy a part of a warship by itself. Under Stone's command, the ship engages in a formidable battle against the alien forces. The alien vessel launches attacks, piercing holes into Stone's ship with each successive strike, when, in turn, the Navy's weapons prove insufficient in inflicting any damage upon the alien ship. After a short back and forth, the Navy ship is unable to defend itself as dozens of alien missiles embed themselves into it. The missiles explode all at once, and in just a moment Stone's ship is destroyed in a sea of flames. With no hope of a survivor, Alex hurriedly boards one of the remaining ships and finds that all the higher-ups are dead. He is now the most senior officer and in charge of the remaining ships. Overcoming his shock, he barks out to attack the alien ship to get revenge for his brother, but they are out of weapons and have nothing to attack with. So his subordinates try to persuade him to rescue the survivors of another ship instead. Alex finally backs down and orders to turn the ship and help the survivors. Seeing them turn away, the alien ship withdraws its weapons. Just as the soldiers catch their breaths, the unidentified tower shoots out 3 spherical drones and a small ship into the sky. These alien yo-yos then fly away and crash into the Hawaii Marine Base and destroy all the military helicopters. One after another, a single drone escapes to the city and begins destroying the roads and bridges as well. In just a few minutes, the drones manage to cause large-scale destruction somewhere else. The alien craft flies over Sam and heads to the Hawaii signal station. The police who are chasing after the plane comes across Sam and a fellow Lieutenant Mick and order them to get down from the hill. But Mick is stubborn and continues up. Sam has no choice but to follow him back on Alex's ship. He does not even have the time to mourn his brother's death. As he is saddled with the responsibility of being a captain, he is called by his subordinate, who leads him to a humanoid alien in a metal suit that lies unmoving on the floor. A small team surrounds the alien, all waiting for his orders on what to do next. Alex takes the initiative to get close, takes off the alien's helmet, and begins examining its human-like face. The alien snaps into consciousness and jumps to attack him. All of a sudden, a hole bursts into the wall of the room, and other aliens rush in to rescue their comrade. The Navy soldiers are powerless against them and can only watch them quickly board their ship and fly away. But the danger isn't over yet, because there is still an alien remaining inside the ship. Alex acts swiftly and takes an armed group with him to hunt it down. Inside the ship's control room, the soldiers hear a loud banging sound against the door. The heavy metal door breaks off its hinges, and an alien in a metal suit slowly steps inside. Terrified, all the soldiers run away, except for one, but the alien pays the remaining soldier no mind and locks in his target to shoot the engine. The soldier quickly realizes that something is wrong and attacks the alien, but is soon overpowered. Alex reaches the control room just in time and begins shooting the alien. Bullets seem to not harm the metal armor, but the alien shifts its target onto Alex and begins attacking him instead. Alex orders Cora to take control of the ship's weapon as he lures the alien to the deck. Standing at the edge of the deck, he watches nervously as the ship's weapon slowly rotates and stops right in front of the alien. Right on time, Cora launches the shot, and it directly blasts the alien away, narrowly missing Alex himself. Right then, on the hills of Hawaii, Sam and Mick come across the bodies of dead policemen. When they decide to leave, they encounter a few aliens walking around the area. They hold their breaths and barely manage to hide and escape. While on their way down, they find a scientist, Cal, from the Hawaii station, who has also managed to escape. Cal and the other scientists at NASA, the aliens who have lost their communication device while traveling to Earth, want to use the Hawaii station as their new communication center. Amidst their real Alex and his team, who are trapped inside the shield, have no way to know the location of the alien ship because their radar cannot detect it. But this means that the alien ship cannot detect them either. At that moment, Alex's fellow officer devises a plan and reveals that they can check the water levels through the buoys scattered throughout the ocean and find out the location of the alien ship. To everyone's surprise, this technique works, and, they can roughly track their enemy. Even though Alex did not have a good relationship with the officer previously, he acknowledges his leadership and good judgment and gives him the position of captain. Right then, Sam and the two men are discussing ways to contact Alex. Since his ship has heavy weapons that could destroy the transmission towers, they hope that with the tower gone, the aliens won't be able to contact their people from their planet for backup. Cal then reveals that he has a device that would let them call Alex, but it is inside the station, which is currently heavily guarded by the aliens. He is scared out of his mind, but Sam and Mick force him to go and retrieve the device. Back in the ship, The group tracks the enemy's location and fires missiles at their ship, but hits nothing. Instead, the missiles give the aliens an insight into where the Navy ship is, and they start heading toward them. The Navy fires again and again, missing each time, when suddenly they track not one, but two alien ships. The ships are closing in on them, but in the nick of time, the Navy missiles manage to hit both the ships at once and take them down. Among the cheers of the soldiers, Sam has managed to call Alex. She tells him about the Hawaii station and how he has to destroy it within 4 hours before the ETS can phone home. He has no time to dwell as their navigator catches the location of one more alien ship. They steer their ship along the reefs to take advantage of the aliens' weakness against the sun and destroy their windshields with sniper fire, so they are blinded by the rising sun. Seizing the right moment, the Navy launches its missiles and strikes the last alien ship, destroying it in one go. But right then, the alien drones come out of nowhere and crash into their ship. The drones are almost unstoppable as they wreck the ship. Within minutes, all the soldiers hurry to jump onto the lifeboats, and while many lose their lives, Alex manages to escape along with the others. As the event takes place near the shore, Sam and her team can see the site of the ship getting destroyed. Sam is worried about Alex, but the bigger problem is that now there is no way to destroy the transmission towers without a Navy warship. Mick says he has a plan and asks her to drive the car, and they head to the station, leaving Cal behind, who is too scared to go. On the other side, Alex and the others have boarded another battleship, one that is too old and hasn't been active in years. In addition, none of these young soldiers know how to operate an old ship with outdated functionality. Just then, a new hope emerges as retired veterans come out one by one and agree to help them. With the help of the veteran soldiers, Alex and his crew had to fight the aliens. They first come across the objects that are projecting light beams into the sky that make up the shield. Those beams haven't moved at all, and the Navy confidently goes up to destroy them. But just as they get close, the alien object suddenly transforms into a warship and begins to prepare for attack. Alex gives out ridiculous orders to trick the enemy, making the battleship turn and stop in unnatural movements. But to everyone's surprise, his plan works. The Navy battleship endures some hits, but ultimately, they manage to destroy the alien ship along with a shield that is blocking them from the outside world. By this time, the towers have already begun their transmission to Planet G. The laser beams collect on the transmitter and launch into space to communicate with the alien planet. But suddenly, Sam and Mick come bursting in with their car and crash it into a transmitter. The transmitter instantly dies down, vanishing the laser that was about to contact Planet G. Because of their loud entrance, they are detected by an alien, causing a commotion. During the fight, Nick manages to remove the alien's helmet, blinding it with sunlight, but he is still overpowered. Just when the alien is about to win, it is hit in the face by Cal, who appears out of nowhere, and together they subdue the alien. This buys them some time, but the aliens are quick and finish repairing the transmission tower within that short period. At the same time, the alien warship that Alex and his team had destroyed shows signs of movement and shoots out 3 more drones. But there is only 1 missile left on their battleship. Alex fearlessly steels himself to face the drones and possibly loses his life and orders his comrades to fire at the transmission station. The missile is launched, and with a huge explosion, destroys the transmission facility, causing the laser to die out with another 3 explosions. The drones heading towards their battleship also get destroyed. Alex watches in surprise and relief as the Air Force comes to their aid. In one fell swoop, they destroy the remaining transmission towers and the alien warship. All the soldiers cry out loud and cheer for the end of their nightmare. The movie ends at an award ceremony where Alex is awarded a Silver Star and also a Navy Cross on behalf of his brother. After the ceremony ends, Alex finally gathers the courage to ask Admiral Shane for his daughter's hand in marriage. The Admiral playfully refuses, but ends up inviting Alex to lunch. In the final scene, the conclusion of their efforts remains uncertain. As in Scotland, a group stumbles upon a spacecraft. When they cautiously open it, their joy turns to horror, witnessing an alien crawl out from the vessel, and that to wrap for this movie.